what's up YouTube? So today is the 15th of July 2013, and right now I'm exactly 196 on the dot. And it's definitely a good achievement. It is a good achievement in 4 weeks. Today is the first day of the 5th week of Strong to the Core. So I've been dieting straight for about 4 weeks now when it comes to just hardcore dieting. And I've definitely made some good weight loss in my 4 weeks. That's from 213 to 196. That's about 17 pounds or so. So that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good, if I say so myself. But I want to make a note of certain things that are happening to me right now. I'm finding it difficult to process my thoughts. I'm finding it difficult to stay on track and focus on things. The most simplest things. It's difficult to concentrate. It's difficult to focus. It's difficult to keep myself in a positive state of mind, and that's more due towards the fluctuation of my macros. Like I don't touch my calories at all. And my calories have not changed since week 1. I had the same amount of calories, 2,500 calories. That has not dropped since week 1, and I'm losing weight by the week. For me, what fluctuates my macros, that's going to go up and down. My carbohydrates, my fat, and my protein. Those alternate by the day, or if I see weight loss, I'm going to leave it, and that's going to alternate by the week. So, the fluctuation of my macros, my body is not used to at all. It's not used to, my carbs one day being 400 and then next day being 50. And my fats one day being 75, next day being 0. And, vice versa. My body's not used to that kind of fluctuation. And, it is becoming more difficult. My body is requiring, it's asking for more water, it's asking for more adequate sleep, and it's asking for more calories. It doesn't matter where the calories come from. It's not cravings. I don't have cravings, but I have the overwhelming desire to just eat more calories. It doesn't matter if that's from dried chicken or oatmeal or just bananas or fruits or vegetables. The requirement of calories is becoming more and more difficult to resist, and it wouldn't be a bad thing if I did increase my calories, but this is week 5. It just begun. I have 2 weeks left to really take my fat loss to the next level, and I really want to be as strict as I can with my diet, and it's definitely hitting me very hard right now how difficult this is. I've dieted before in the past, and I've dieted very easily. I dropped 50 pounds in the past in a few months, but I have 6 weeks this time around, and to actually hit adequate weight loss when it comes to looking different in 6 weeks is going to be very difficult. I definitely hit a good amount of weight loss, and I probably in the next 2 weeks can maybe lose another 5 or 4, and that would definitely show more. But the drop in weight so dramatically is definitely affecting my mood and definitely affecting my emotions and the way that I focus, the way that I think, just focusing. Like it's coming difficult to keep my mind just set on one single thing, whereas before in the past, one important thing in my life, and I was dedicated to that. Whereas right now I'm just all over the place. Like my mind's like a cloud of thunder and rain. It's just very confusing. And it's I've dieted before, like I said, but not to this kind of extreme. But I'm not complaining about it. I'm just letting you guys know what's going on with me right now. And if you do decide to diet and if you decide to lose weight, you might actually have to endure what I'm enduring right now when it comes to the difficulty of your mental state of mind. Because your physical body is what changed. But if your mental state of mind is not prepared to endure what you're about to put yourself through, then you're not going to get it done. So you really need to be 100% out here. Like, this is number 1. People say diet is number 1 or working out is number 1. The way you think and the way that you have your dreams set in your mind and your goals are definitely number 1. Because if you are not 100% sure and ready to make that step to transform, to change your physique and change your life, if you're doing it for someone else, if you're doing it because someone said you were fat, if you're doing it because you just want to look good for the summer, then you're not going to get it done. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You may lose a pound or 2, but you're not going to keep that up. The want to change had to come from deep inside of you. from the pit of your heart, from the back of your mind. You have to find a legitimate reason to want to put yourself through this, to actually change that kind of lifestyle for you. If you're overweight, you have to find that reason. What you want to be more healthier, you want to live longer, you want to maybe compete, you want this as a career. It has to be a reason behind it. You have to have a purpose behind it. You have to have passion and love for doing this. Passion for yourself and passion for how you are, how you look, how you want to be perceived in the public. Those kind of things do matter, because if you really don't have self-confidence to want to better your physical appearance for yourself, then you're not gonna get it done. People talk about being the best. People talk about being the best version of yourself, and people take that more towards physical appearance. But your mental state of mind is more important than anything in this world, because, like I just said, it doesn't matter what you want. It matters creating an environment in your life to the point where you need it. Like right now, I'm doing this for a contest online, bobwin.com, strong to the core. Some reasons for dieting right now, but in my head, I've created the mindset that this is life or death. I've created my own world in my head where, it's like, if I don't achieve this body, then I will literally die. And of course, it's not going to happen, but I have to take that and believe it. I have to actually apply that to my life and actually have a purpose, a strong purpose behind it. Because when you put life and death in a situation, then, you really don't have a choice if you really want to live, but to get it done. And, that's a very extreme version of doing it. Thinking about this will actually affect your life to the point where you might actually die. And that's kind of backwards, because as you lose more weight and become very low in body fat, it's actually not a healthy thing at all. But, like I just said, more than the physical aspect, the mental aspect is more important. Because if you really believe that this is a necessity, that you need to change to better your life, to survive, to be a better person, to have a better life, to maybe pursue a different career, or to just be a more loving kind of person, be more confident, be more outgoing, be more inspiring, be more motivational towards others, and be that kind of person that you've always wanted to be, that you really need to take your mind to the extreme level. Simple weight loss can be achieved, but if you're not 100% down into it, when it comes to thinking up here, then you're going to put that weight back on, and it does happen. It does happen. So if you really need to take your mind to the extreme of just closing this world out, just thinking in your head and living in your head, and really believing that you need this is a necessity in order to live and survive, creating that kind of environment in your head and actually believing it, then you will get this done regardless of the situation, regardless of your finances, because at that point you created a life and death situation in your mind. And that is a very powerful thing if you can do that. Not everyone is willing to even consider losing weight because they're thinking of diet, much like putting the mental state of mind in a place of life and death. And it's I'm telling you this more towards you having an idea of what you're going to have to put yourself through to want to diet and succeed in it. It's not easy, and I see it all the time. People lose a pound, 2 pounds, 5 pounds, and they don't stick to it. They just go back to the old ways. They start eating the same old bullshit and gain the weight back, and then some, because their mind was not into it. So the extreme that I have to take my mind in order for me to get it done, you don't have to take that kind of extreme. You can try it if you want to. That is up to you. But the message is more so, make sure that your mind is ready for this kind of change, and make sure that you are prepared to endure the difficulty of dieting. Because if you are not ready, and you are not prepared, and you do not have the willpower to fight your physical body, because it's going to demand a lot of things that you do not want to give it in the time of dieting. If you're not willing to fight and resist, then you're not going to get done. So Definitely have a positive mind, have a strong mind. Be very creative in the things that you think about, and more so just have a need for it. You need this in your life in order to be better. We can all be better when it comes to physical appearance because that's going to create confidence. Confidence will get you places in life, and that is what you want. So, just I didn't really plan on getting so detailed into that, but that's what happened. Like I said, the first day of the 5th week of Strong to the Core, dropped about 17 pounds. Today, the 15th of July, and got 2 weeks more left to go. So, gonna give it my all, gonna give it my best, and definitely want everyone to be on board with also changing their life and being a better person. Nick Ross, Body of Legends, signing out.